Hey you guys! Okay, so I was just watching Amanda from Me for a Crunch Story Cat, and she has done a tag video that I thought was kind of fun. I like the questions. What's the tag called? I forgot already. Questions that nobody asked or something like that. I haven't actually finished watching hers because I thought I don't want to like be influenced by what she says. I want to like be genuine and really sort of answer truthfully. So I'm gonna try it before I finish watching her video. So please excuse me for like leaning close to the screen so I can see what it says. She has the questions underneath her video. I'm actually gonna link her video below so that you can see her answers. Okay, when driving, do you listen to CDs, tapes, or the radio, or nothing? I used to have, I mean it changes, but oftentimes I will listen to nothing. A lot of the times I'll listen to radio, but I used to be a big tape person. I guess this is probably a weird fact that I can put out there. I used to take movies that I enjoyed and take the audio out of that and put it into a tape recorder and record the movie, and I would play that in my car. Yep, I used to do that, and it was very enjoyable. Otherwise, I would, make a mixtape and then listen to that. Then CDs came into cars, but I didn't have a CD player in my car for the longest time. I actually owned the same car until the day before the baby was born. I owned that car for 16 years. And the day before, the day after she was born, I was supposed to pick up the new car. I let go of my old car to get a new car. And I was supposed to give birth a little later, so I was supposed to have time to go get the car. But anyways, long story short is, I got the new car and got rid of the old car. But yeah, so that old car had only a tape player in there. And so I don't see myself getting CDs out. I think the new car has like a single CD player. So I don't think I see myself using it. I kind of missed that whole window where I could have brought CDs in the car. That was the point of that whole story. I don't know why. Okay, are you a window person or an aisle person? Definitely window. But if I'm by myself and I get the choice, I'll choose the window. If I'm with somebody else, then I'll feel guilty for choosing the window. So I'll just offer it to whoever, because I really don't mind if it's window or aisle. I don't care. How do you relieve stress? I don't. To be serious, the first thing that I do, I guess, when I get stressed is I take a deep breath. This thing that my once massage therapist told me to do is to try and breathe. Put a hand on your chest and a hand on your belly and try to breathe in a way that makes your belly hand go high, like go on your back or whatever, lay down in your bed, and the belly hand has to rise higher than the chest hand. And somehow just thinking of that and being mindful of that and just breathing, that helps. What's your favorite childhood TV show? Childhood TV show. Childhood TV show? I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. When you were a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up? Oh, I wanted to be so many different things. I pretty much tended to look at, okay, the very, 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 very first thing I ever wanted to do for a living was to be a dancer. I wanted to be a backup dancer for the likes of like Prince and Michael Jackson and who knows. And then after that, I wanted to be a singer. I can't sing very, very well at all. And then I got influenced by just, anything I saw on TV I wanted to be. So I saw this movie where there's this man who was a plane pilot. I wanted to do that. And I still don't really know what I want to do. Like, if I genuinely think of what I want to do for a living, I have no clue. I'm always, like, influenced by something I see. I'm very, I can see somebody over there, though. Backyard. Yeah. I don't think I've ever come up with my own idea on the subject. What was the best prank you ever pulled off? I don't know that was a really good prank, but it worked really well. When I was about, I don't know, say 17 maybe, or I'd say like between 14 and 17. Yeah, I don't actually remember how old I was, but old enough to be home alone. And my sister was coming home after me. And for some reason, I don't know why, I thought, okay, I'm going to, give her a scare. I found some boots that I had never seen that were like men's work boots. So I took all the shoes out of like the shoe rack that was at her family's, sort of entrance, house entrance. And so I took all the shoes out, and I just put those work boots there. And I turned on, what's it called? Queen, We Will Rock You. I put that song on very loud. And I hid in the closet, like right there in the entrance. And all I wanted to do was, she comes home, she sees the shoes, she hears, she's like, this is so strange. And she would, open the closet door to, put away her coat. And I would just go, gotcha. Somehow she got really scared and went to the kitchen and thought somebody was literally gonna, hurt her. And she just was going after a knife. So once she passed the closet, I just kind of went after her and like, what you doing? You didn't. I don't know what she was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking, but that's kind of the most memorable prank I ever did. It's always coming up when we talk to each other. It's just like, what was that all about? That was so weird. I don't know. If you could have dinner with any 3 people, whom would you choose? Oh, I'm not gonna go for very, okay. Well, the thing is, if I choose people, then I have to not choose others. So it's like, I guess my husband, my daughter, and my son. How's that? But if you wanted to choose, wanted me to choose some people like outside of my family that are people that I am interested in, I would say Charlie Chaplin. I would say, who else? I have a blank. Who are the people that are inspiring me usually that I really want to, outside of my family? Yeah, I miss my family a lot, so I could say, my mom, my sister, my grandma who passed away. I could say a lot of people. I would mostly choose family, but yeah, Charlie Chaplin. Who's another person I'm really into? Wow, I suck at this. Okay, sorry, that. I don't even know if that's a bad word. Childhood TV show. Okay, if you could get back any article of clothing you once wore, what would it be? The one thing that comes up to my mind is there's a brief time in the mid-90s where it was cool to wear overalls, and I believe I still have my one pair of overalls that I really loved wearing back then. So it's not so much, my thought is going more on the I wish they were in style again, more than getting a piece of clothing back. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff that I've owned that that I had to let go of that I would, like to have kept. There's a bunch of stuff that I've outgrown, and I'm not saying outgrown in height, but rather in width, that I would like to wear again, but who knows. But yeah, my overalls. I wish those were still in style. Okay. If you could hire any actor to portray you in a movie, who would you choose? I don't know why I'm thinking of that. I'm sure my answer would change in a different day, but right now I'm thinking Audrey Tautou. Look that up. She's the girl who played the Amélie in Le Fabuleux Destin d'Amélie Poulain. Maybe I'll link that below for you English people. If you haven't seen that movie, you must. You must. It's a wonderful movie. Yes. You could play any instrument, which would you play? I actually play a whole lot of instruments. Not one very, very well, but most a little bit. So I would love to be a lot better at piano. That's what I'm going to say. If you could hear anyone in history give a speech, whom would you hear? A good question. I don't have my inspiring people hat on right now. There, how about Casey Neistat? Why not? Link below for that guy too. It's kind of disappointing though. He used to do a daily vlog. Like, you don't know already. Most people know him. If you're on YouTube, you would have come across him potentially. But yeah, he seems to be a guy who does, talks, and that would be interesting. In history, though. Yeah, I don't know. If you could live in one city for the rest of your... New York City! Oh my gosh, I am in love with New York City. I wish I could go there all the time. I wish I lived there. Yeah, why don't I make it happen? Who knows? Well, I mean, I have kids now. That's why. Also, money. It's expensive to live there. If you could make any fictional character come to life, which would it be? A fictional character. It's a good question. Fictional character. I really should have read the questions before going into the... I just want to finish watching Amanda's version. And not be, influenced by her answers. Fictional character. Fictional character. I don't know. I'll have to get back to you on that. Fictional character. Where was I? When you were a kid, what did you dress up as for Halloween? I was dressed up as Boy George. That was a cool one. I thought that was pretty creative when my mom to come up with that one. Do you sleep with your closet doors open or closed? Do I even have a closet? Wow, I can't even think of my bedroom right now. What does it look like? Yeah, I do have a closet. Closed. Yeah, it's always closed. I don't even go in there. If you could be any cartoon character, who would you be? I'm a cross between Sapphire and Raven of the Teen Titans Go. Do you take the shampoos and conditioner bottles from hotels? It depends. Sometimes. It depends on what it is. Most of the time, like shampoo, my hair is really, really thick and coarse. And most tiny bottles of shampoo from the hotel are useless. So most of the time I don't. But I once went to a hotel in New York City where they had Malin and Gertz products. And those were actually pretty nice, so I took them. Yeah. Have you stolen a street sign before? No, I have not. Do you sleep with your sheets tucked in or out? I'm not sure what that means. But probably out. I don't think I tuck anything in a bed. Would you rather be attacked by a big bear or a swarm of bees? I feel like I would know how to handle a swarm of bees more than a bear. You just stay still, right? I don't know. I guess I'd go for bees. As long as they don't hurt me, if I handle it properly. I don't know. Do you always smile for pictures? No. I actually used to get in trouble a lot for not smiling for the picture. Because I'm not going to get into who was asking me to do that, but that person insisted I must show teeth to smile, and I was disagreeing with them, and for that reason I have a grumpy face in a lot of pictures. So have you peed in the woods? No. Gross. What size is your bed? It's a queen. I wish it was a king. But going up and down the stairs here, it wouldn't have fitted. Like, we had to literally, like, we had to cut the queen, what do you call it, like the bottom part, like the box spring? We had to cut it and fold it in half to get it upstairs. So, anyways, that'd be nice to have a king, but there's no room for that. At least not in this house. What was the best concert you ever attended? I went to see Janet Jackson in Montreal in 1989. That was my first concert. That was the best concert. I very much loved that. How about I put Janet Jackson along with Charlie Chaplin in the table if I have dinner with them? Yeah, that's two. So yeah, I'm catching up to the other questions. Okay, what is your song of the week? Definitely Heavy Dirty Soul from 21 Pilots. I don't know, I could listen to the song all days these days. I love it. I don't know. It would change all the time, but this week this is my song of the week. When was the last time you wrote a letter to someone on paper? I have no idea. The 90s? Yeah, no. How many? I guess you know what? Does Christmas cards count? Not really. That'd be Christmas if that counted. How many languages can you speak? I can speak 2 for sure. I'm fluent in French and fluent in English. Sort of fluent in English. And I can speak a little bit of Spanish. Just a little. Because I took the equivalent of about 6 months of classes, which I mostly forgot about. But it's really close to French, so I can kind of understand most of it. Well, some of it, not most of it. I don't know what I'm saying. But I can kind of understand some of it, and I remember a little bit, and can kind of get away with it. But not really. Do you believe in ghosts? No, I do not. That being said, I hope I'm right that they don't exist. Cheetos or Fritos? Cheetos. I don't really know for sure. Can you curl your tongue? Woo, I can. Like this. But also like this. Huh? Yeah. Ever won a spelling bee? No, never participated in one. Actually, it wasn't a spelling bee, but I remember in first grade. It's like flashcards. Oh, it's not mean a spelling bee. That's like the teacher had flashcards and you had to read the word. You know, when you're just fresh starting to read. And I remember winning at one of those. On a record player. Yep. Wait. I used to. I don't know if I have it anymore, actually. I might have gotten rid of it. Oops. because it wasn't working anymore. Who would you like to see in concert? Anybody, really. I'd love to go to a concert again. I always like seeing Janet Jackson, just because she was my first concert, and I went to see her a few times after. I would love to see 21 Pilots these days. I'm thinking that would be fun. I've seen Sting in concert. I'd like to see him again. Beyonce. How about that? Beyonce. That'd be fun. Can you swim well? Pretty well. I actually love being in the water. I just hate having wet hair, though. Oh, I guess I could use a cap or whatever, right? No, I hate it. But I really, really love swimming. I just am very lazy about getting in and out of the pool. But I can swim okay. Are you patient? I would say 90% of me is very patient, and the other 10 is very impatient. For example, I can wait years for things, and other things like waiting for the microwave. Oh my god, I can't wait for the microwave. I hate waiting for the microwave to finish. 2 minutes? No, I can't do it. Obviously I do it, but I have to do something else at the same time. I just can't sit and wait and look for it. DJ or band at a wedding? I didn't have any at my wedding. DJ or band? I'm thinking DJ because you get more, you get the actual songs being played by the original artists, I guess. Ever won a contest? I remember winning one thing once, which was pretty lame. I was at a drive-in, like a movie thing. Movies outside with your car. Yes. That's a long time ago. And they were giving away stuff. And long story short is you had to, this was the thing, you had to make a sound, hold a sound the longest and the loudest. And I won. That was a good challenge. I loved it. Do you have kids? I have 2 kids. A boy and a girl. A 6-year-old and almost 2 years old. She's going to be 2 on February 16th. That's in what is it today? I don't even know what today is. 8th. Oh, in 8 days. Woo, I can't count. So yeah, 2 kids. And do you want kids? I am done having kids. I'm just done. Have come to this time in my life where I am happy with what I have. And I don't want to jeopardize my health with making kids anymore. I'm done with that. I don't have a village. So I, along with my husband, are pretty much the only people that can take care of the kids that we currently have, so I'd like it to remain that way. Yeah, so let's try and revisit the ones. Childhood TV show. Well, I used to watch Québécois TV shows. One of them was called Minibus. Minibus. That's what comes to mind. I used to watch Passepartout. And I used to watch... Yeah, those are the 2 that come to mind. And an actor, yeah, I said that. Article of clothing. 3 people to go to dinner with. I said Charlie Chaplin, Janet Jackson, and gosh, I still don't know. Who would have pleasant and interesting conversations at dinner? Who's a cool movie person, maybe? Okay, if I think of it before I post this video, I'll put it in the thing below. I'll write the 3 because I might change my mind if I find other good ones. Definitely Charlie Chaplin, but the others I'm not sure. And then any fictional character come to life. Fictional character. I'll have to think of that one as well. If I come up with it, I'll write it down in the description. Alright, now I get to see Amanda's. If you want to do this tag, you know, let me know. Post it in the comments. Post a link to your video. That's what Amanda says about people doing it with her, you know, video. So do that for me too, and then I can go and watch yours because that is fun. The questions are I'm gonna post, actually I'm gonna link her video down below, and then you can see the questions there. And yeah, now I'm interested in seeing what Amanda says, so I'm gonna go do that. Yay! Okay, bye.